Alright, we're back with Fire Emblem Three Houses. This map's... The thing about this is, it's kind of a special event because there's the monsters. But otherwise, you kind of have two minds about actually bothering to record it. But anyway. That's 7. It's also 7. Wow, it's taking no damage. It's kind of surprising. Playing with the Joy-Con is not attached to anything right now, so it's a little awkward. I just wanted to see how it goes, because it is kind of comfortable to just kind of let your hands be
What's my strategy?
At your side holding different remotes, but conversely, it's also a bit awkward
I will prevail.
to control both of them like that. These guys seem pretty weak. Thought they'd be stronger than this. They're just a high level. Oh. Well, that's fine then. I guess that's fine. I guess Petra's sneak ability, stealth, that might be coming into play. I'm not sure. It says, oh, cut that out. This is why I should play with a regular controller. But that one's start charging. And then, anyway, it makes it more difficult for foes to target unit. More difficult, that's a funny way of putting it, but see, that would go well with pass. But ironically, I don't think he has it. He can survive on his own, right? Yeah, he can take that one hit. And that'll take the pressure off from these guys. I decided to put a lot of magic people over here. I guess because these guys are in the woods, and the woods don't affect accuracy.
Onward.
I don't think. Accuracy for magic, that is. So far, that seems to be playing out. There's just one problem. Abraxas.
Let's go. Ready for anything.
At least it's inconsequential.
More fighting. Win or die.
Dang, Dorothea. No combat arts, but he does have close counter equipped. Well, she can kill them with her magic. So he strikes twice. And then she counterattacks with cutting wind. Is it cutting wind or cutting edge? Cutting gale. And then survives. Of course, we can also do that. That contingents on her hitting, but it's cutting gale. That's pretty accurate. The responsible thing would be for him to take the hit, though. But on the other hand, he'll be in the woods. So, like, we'd never hit him anyway. Impressive! We're at such a high level, these guys really do seem pretty weak.
Fight, then rest. Was any of this worth it?
Maybe. Cool. Hey, wait a second.
Not like this.
You were supposed to target her.
More fighting.
It's 83. That's 83. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. It'd be nice if that burned down the woods,
This is
too.
my stage now.
So then they'd have no place to hide. Jekyll or to hide.
Ready for anything.
Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of Lance skill.
Put me in there.
Onward.
Thank you. Let's go.
That's a shame.
Was it?
Ah, he survived. I suppose he could use some that, especially since it's not like he's a slouch when it comes to his weapon skills either. Well, technically, because she has A and he's only at B, not even B+. But actually, we don't need to decide between the two. We have a logical thing to do right now.
I cannot lose.
Because he's in the woods and he'd dodge anything but magic.
No way I can lose here.
What did you say? No way I'd
I'm getting
convince
it.
you? Meteor. I might want to save that for these guys, though. Well, actually, or maybe him. Yeah, let's save one for him. Assets. It really is powerful.
Helpful.
Her being able to have such good healing and attack black magic. I want to do that. I want to ride the pony.
I do this for all of us.
I'm awake.
Guide me well.
Eh.
Bernie's unstoppable.
Bernie's unstoppable.
I will prevail.
Maybe that means when there's other people to be targeted, they'll tend to target them. But when she's the only target, they'll be willing to go after her then in that case. Seems likely enough.
What's my strategy?
Your strategy is to heal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh.
I fully grasped this topic.
It's actually a bit awkward.
Inspired.
Well, he's not doing much else, but that actually would get him out of the way, not closer to our units.
Thank you.
Hey, where are you going? What breaks us?
The results speak for themselves.
It turned out his dad wasn't involved in the fight at Garrett Mock, now that I think about it. They wouldn't be so smart. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, she doesn't have anything that won't kill him except for Nosferatu. Well, geez.
I'll do what it takes. It's within my grasp.
Wow. Does he make it? Does that heal Battalion's health slowly? That could be interesting. Real interesting. Maybe it's his lance
Won't
that
allow it.
was supposed to be upgrading. No, that's B+. Bolgonon probably would have not killed him.
There is still room for improvement.
Ah,
I've reached the top.
had to stop, and that's what's been bothering me.
Each battle a
man,
victory.
man cub. Wanna stroll right into town.
No matter what, I will not misplace my heart.
She still hasn't figured out that grammar yet, huh? For that particular word, I mean. Looks like it ended up working after all.
Her enemies are my enemies. This still isn't good enough.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's right, we're saving it for the beast. There's him. No need for anyone over there. a second. Alright. Well, now I feel foolish.
Ready for anything.
So I'll just do this instead. I really haven't said much. I don't want to admit it, but I guess I'm probably tired. Oh, bother. I want to just not go to bed, so then I'm going to be tired all day.
More fighting.
And then I'll actually be able to go to bed at a decent hour, like the day after.
Winning is what matters.
I wonder if that was really necessary.
Onward.
Let's go.
That was the right
That's
move,
what you
right?
get.
I have to sit through this now.
I've still got hidden tap.
Hidden tap. No, I should have used the axe. Oh well. Whoa.
Guide me well.
Wow.
Put me in there.
Ragnarok.
You're all going down.
Whoa.
Can't let this power go unused.
Exhaustive strike.
I will not let down my guard.
Not your E or your Delga. Uh-oh. No. That's just him. He has attack of 8. It's fine. Everything is fine. No need to worry.
I'm
No need to
awake.
panic.
I do this for all of us.
He's gonna heal from that, though. It's kind of a
What's
waste.
my strategy?
I will prevail.
That was a close one. Hey, what are you doing? Just shifting your weighting around? 2 health bars, eh?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now let's see. probably just want maybe Ferdinand.
Ready for anything. I will see this war through.
Yeah, that actually made a lot of sense. Makes sense to heal him too, since he could head straight to the next battle with this beast. Now what's that guy gonna do? Is he gonna restore something?
I have a strategy.
May as well get him poisoned. I guess that's fine.
I will help too.
It's time.
Duel. Oh, I'm so distraught. Oh, oh no. I got a little HP back though. Yeah, we'll save that for later though. Those are thrown at such an awkward angle, especially when you throw them up at an enemy in the air. It was a mesh. It was a meteor mesh. It went down with a crash. It was a meteor mesh. Oh, I'm thinking of Pokemon though. What? Are you mad? Why is that not enough? Are you daft? Oh, bother. In that case. Diddle-a-dee.
My age is catching up to me.
An old man at age like 30 or something. Maybe he's 45. Oh, wait a second. His age is a mystery.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna do it! Ha!
Oh, you did it all right.
the strong survive.
Only the strong survive. Oh wow, she's 31. Cheating, cheating. I'm a
I
cheater.
am only just beginning.
Well, between the two of them, I suppose. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Try Bolganon, though. Whoa.
There is still more to learn.
Battalion Desperation. Now that one's a little more interesting.
To survive, I will win!
Let's just chop that thing's head off. Wow. 11,000 gold? No, that's where we're getting all our money from. Is playing these things like easy mode or something? Like you get extra experience and you get all this gold and stuff? Or is it just, have we not gotten that much gold in the past? It's just this one time. Ready to begin our lessons. Guys, we really only need these two. But at this rate, she's probably going to do black magic more often.
You're...
Wow.
I got it?
Can that be real?
I've got the gist of
Good.
Of course I was right.
What now? Let's do this.
I like how enthusiastic her excitement there is. She's just so happy.
I've learned a lot.
Guess we'll save the.
I could have.
Oh, wait a second.
Professor.
It'd be really useful if I could fire a bow more accurately from horseback. Focus on bow and riding skill. I think we could work on my riding along with my bow skill. Focus on bow and riding. Yeah, I think we can arrange that. Leone.
Hey, Professor. Got a minute?
I got two.
Look.
I'm sorry I snapped at you. I didn't mean to lose my temper. I was
Like
rude to
5
you.
years ago, you mean?
I should have known better.
Oh, it's alright.
Huh, I thought you might say that. In that way, you're just like Captain Gerald. You accept other people. You don't let petty details get under your skin. Well, when I was a kid, I kind of latched onto him. I've been calling myself his apprentice ever since. He spent some time in the village I grew up in. Actually, you weren't with him back then. Why not? Huh. Maybe he left you with a relative or something. Anyway, back then, Gerald's job was to deal with poachers. Well, they were bandits, but we called them poachers.
Why'd you call them poachers?
Nobody in the village could stand up to them. But your dad, he took them on like it was nothing. I was so impressed. All I could think was how amazing mercenaries were. I'd lived in that tiny village my whole life, so to me, Captain Gerald was nothing short of a legend. So I went right up to him and I told him I was going to be his apprentice. He didn't stick around long after that, but he did teach me a lot while he was with us. Tactics, strategy, training routines, it was all so new and exciting. So after he left, I kept at it, kept training, just like he taught me. Me too. I always planned to meet him again once I became a top-tier mercenary. But I'm just glad I got to see him, to thank him properly and all. I've spent my whole life working to become a great mercenary like your father. There were so many times when I wanted to ask his advice, but I couldn't. I just had to make do. That's how I've made it this far. Just hard work, all on my own. But then you come along. And it's like you don't appreciate Captain Gerald at all, or how lucky you were to have him around your whole life. No, it still really bothers me. You might be his kid, but I'm still his best apprentice. Got it?
Oh. It was good I did that then. Luis.
Hello, Professor. What brings you here? Fancy a bit of fishing? You know, I can hardly go fishing without thinking of old Gerald.
Oh,
He and
yeah?
I would just sit here, casting our lines again and again. I'm no better at it now than I was then. Not a single nibble. Just like your father. You know all the tricks of the fisherman's trade. I was hopeless at it, but he was a master. In the time it took me to catch one fish, he could fill his basket to the brim. You know, talking to you, I'm feeling very nostalgic. Why don't you join me? We can trade some stories about the old man. We spoke before about how Gerald never seemed to age, right? Once, when he was drunk, he let the secret slip. He said he'd had an infusion of crest-bearing blood, and it had greatly extended his life. Well, we'd both been drinking. I figured he was joking, so I just laughed it off. Then I asked him his age. He said he'd stopped counting after he hit 100. And he was telling the truth. In those 20 years he was away, he didn't age a bit. An incredible person, to be sure. And I probably don't know the half of it. Actually, I'd like to ask you something about Gerald, if you don't mind. When Gerald was away from the monastery, what was he like? In other words, he was exactly the same. When I was his squire, he was always hollering for a drink. He just wouldn't put a cork in it. But on the battlefield, he was unequaled. That's why people used to call him
The drunken-
Blade Breaker. I have to say, right now, fishing with you, it really takes me back. This feels just like the good old days, when Gerald was sitting alongside me.
Oh, that's nice. No, guess I should have trained him then.
Hey, we did pretty well.
Yeah, pretty well.
I understand more every day.
It's all instinct now.
Feeling pretty good about this.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Sounds like after your little intervention, they changed their tune and are back on our side. Thanks for getting them in line. Exotic spices. Now I do believe it's time for a seminar. Ah, I see. Oh, sword and leadership. That's an interesting thing to teach. Speaking of which, supports. Before that, marketplace. Actually, hold on a second. Again. No, not you, you silly boy. There was some... I think someone's ready to level up. Not her, she was already. That's pretty likely. I want to go for it. Oh. Alright, well now I can back out gracefully and save. It's pretty likely. But his brawl's almost A anyway, so there's no need for that. And, you know, his brawler class is hardly close to being done anyway. Or for that matter, he has that, and then finish that one up, so he really can be patient. Granted, you also get a stat boost with it, so there's that to be said. Oh, Linhardt can't even do that yet, because he's not level 30. Okay, that's an issue. I guess it won't be one for long, though. Suck not being able to use magic anymore, though. Well, I guess there's all kinds of reasons to go to the store, not the storehouse, the marketplace. Dang, that's pretty expensive. Get all this rusty stuff done now, too. There were more of those, weren't there? Oh. Oh, right. I didn't need needs level A+ as well. We can get this one though. I'm gonna start having to hand people some silver weapons soon, since we have so many of them. I think that's all our rusty stuff though. Yeah, looks like it. Oh. B. Does anybody... Yeah, plenty of people have B. Wow. Agarthium. Wow, Mit +1, but also crit 10. I don't think I want to use that weapon just yet, though. Who do I want to hire for him? That's pretty good. That one's not going to be useful for him very soon, though, if I'm right about that. Black Evil Heavy Axes. A wide charge of cavalry linked by chains. What do they like? Allies can counterattack. But they're wingling, so does that mean that they can't be used by anybody who isn't wingling as well?
We'll take on anyone.
Man, how does leadership get so high so quickly, though? Okay, I think we're done with the store.
Linhart, I need to be asking for your wisdom. Will you consent?
My wisdom? About?
I was hunting earlier, and the land gifted me with lots of game. It was all brought by me to the kitchen, and then...
You're not asking me for help with the butchery, are you? If so, stop right there. I despise the sight of blood.
No, I am not asking that. All of that work and care is given right after the hunting. Giving gratitude, bleeding, skinning, all has been done to be making very nice fresh meat. That meat is sitting in the kitchen already.
Oh, thank goodness. Then whatever do you need from me? I'm not much of a cook.
I want to be smoking the meat, so we can be preserving it. There is a big quantity of it. But I am without enough firewood for the smoking. I am needing more than I was thinking I would. The darkness has fallen outside, so it will be difficult to be collecting it right now.
Why not gather wood in the morning? Get some sleep now.
This meat will not be waiting that long. It will be going to waste. Please, do you have any suggestion for what I can do? You have much wisdom for giving, so I am hoping you will be helping me.
Okay, let me see. Easy to forage wood at this time of night. You know,
What?
there were a good number of desks and chairs in the ruined corner of the monastery. Some of the stuff there is salvageable, so none of it has been thrown away. There's definitely high-quality oak and beech out there. Both would be excellent for smoking meat.
Is that factual? I was not knowing that. The wisdom you give is exceptional.
Well, I wouldn't say that. As long as it's anything that looks broken beyond repair, no one should complain.
I am giving you my gratitude, Linhart. Now, let's be going.
Pardon?
You have all of the wisdom about choosing wood for smoking. I am wanting your assistance.
But it's bedtime. Okay, fine. I can point out the choice smoking wood. Then I'll have to help haul it all back, won't I?
It would give me great happiness. There's no one better than you for this task.
Please stop with the praising. All right, fine, I'll help. I'm just that nice a guy.
Well, that was a different kind of level A than we've seen. Wow, everybody's getting A's.
Ferdinand.
Yesers?
Huh? Ah, Petra. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home? As an Imperial hostage, you would be freed if the Empire were to fall.
Yes, my plan is to be returning home. But if Bridget and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day, but Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. My family is living in Bridget, but in Fodlan, I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us die. We do not want to lose anyone in the family.
Yes, we will be winning, and you will not be dying.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die. I have some things to do when the war is over.
Things?
Yes, you and I can be the link between Fodlan and Bridget.
Oh.
Okay, I have to confess, I fibbed a little about not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Bridget.
Is that a truth?
I have just made a decision. I will work as an ambassador, improving relations between our people. Whether you are in Bridget or Fodlan, I will be there too. Then both places can move forward together in eternal friendship. We ought to join forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of it. I have loneliness just like you. But your words gave me great happiness. Please do what you are saying, and be a bridge for Fodlan and Bridget.
You can count on me. We will keep at it, and one day...
Yes, one day, we will be seeing that future.
Man, he really gets around.
Ah, Dorothea. I am surprised to find you here. I did not think you were all that religious.
There's a lot you don't know, Ferdy. But you're right. I'd hardly call myself devout. After all, it was thanks to the goddess and her noble regime that I suffered so much as a child.
You must be quite brave to speak so coarsely in this hallowed place. But what do you mean about suffering as a child?
Do I really have to tell you? Oh, forget it. I'm sure you already know that I'm an orphan. I grew up in the alleys of Enbar, begging for coins, eating scraps, drinking from drains.
I see. I remember seeing street children around the city.
I could have died. Then the right person overheard me singing. And suddenly I was in the opera. I was a songstress. And my goodness, did the nobles like me. The people who used to spit on me and call me an urchin, they praised my voice and my beauty. A nobleman who once kicked me gave me the most gorgeous shoes. I almost asked if it was a joke.
So that is why you despise the nobility. But why do you think I am the same as them? Do you really believe that is the kind of man I am? You think I would ever treat people differently based on appearances? There is nothing noble about that.
Oh, really? You're something different? That's not how I remember things. It was the very day that I was discovered. I was in high spirits. Nothing was wrong in the world. I secretly bathed in one of the town's fountains, hoping to wash off some of the dirt from the streets. I sang the same song the opera composer overheard earlier that day. And that's when you appeared.
Me? No, it could not have been.
Don't play dumb. You glared at me, the same look I'd gotten from every other noble, then you ran off. When we met at the academy, you were a different person. all smiles and friendly words. You were like a bee, Ferdinand. A bee attracted to a flower in full bloom.
So it was you then, singing that song. Dorothea, please listen. This is a misunderstanding. When I saw you, I could not take my eyes off you. I was hypnotized. Your beautiful voice, your elegant face, droplets of water on your skin that glittered in the sun. I thought you were a water nymph.
Stop it, don't lie to me.
No, it is true. I was only a child. The vision overwhelmed me. That is why I ran. I plucked up the courage to return, but no one was there.
But it sounds
I
like
thought
she was.
perhaps it was a dream.
I thought she said he was scowling.
Maybe I can believe you. I've wanted to, ever since the day you made me those treats. I thought then that maybe you weren't like the others, but there's a lot I have to let go of, Ferdy.
Of course. I am glad we had this conversation. You know, I do not mind you thinking of me as a bee. Life as a simple drone, circling a queen. It actually sounds quite wonderful.
He literally wants to be a simp.
Don't drones keep the queen safe from other bugs? I like the sound of that.
This is unbelievable. Why? Why does it keep happening to me? What's wrong with me?
Are you okay?
I was sure I'd be happy this time. Why, oh why, oh why do I always struggle in love?
Please, let go of my sleeve.
If I let go, you'll just run away, won't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody wants to listen to my romantic tragedy. But I saw you, Cyril, and I thought, Cyril will listen, because Cyril is good people.
Okay,
drunk
I
again.
surrender. What do you want to say?
I knew I could trust you, Cyril. You're such a good boy, such a good young man.
How can I help you? Is it just with listening?
Oh, it's a real tragedy, let me tell you that. Yesterday, I was hitting it off with a man I'd seen a few times at the pub. When I looked in his eyes, I thought he was the one. But then, well, we were drinking and enjoying ourselves, and all of a sudden, poof,
He said he's gay.
gone. He just vanished.
I feel like I've heard this story before.
Can you believe he treated me so cruelly?
Yeah, this is all real familiar.
My heart is in tatters. I can't believe anyone could throw away a woman like me. Cyril, be honest. What's wrong with me?
You drink too much, blame others for your behavior, and you don't understand you gotta love yourself before someone else can love you back.
Maybe he wasn't for me anyway. If you're gonna take off after a few drinks, who needs you, right? I think you're too young to understand, but I also think talking to you made me feel better. Yeah. You know what, Cyril? I'm gonna come talk to you more often.
This is why you should have just shot her with your arrow as soon as you saw her. Did I want something with the inventory? Oh, I know what I want. '80's pretty good. I'm not really worried about it.
I've set my sights higher.
Oh wow, his mouth moved. Bummer thing is that, magic now. I don't think. Oh, wait a second. That didn't use up a master seal. Right. Sword and reason. Reason and sword. Sword and reason, they both need to be at A. No, reason's just B+. Okay, at least there's that. That'll be a bit tricky. I'm gonna do what I did before. Just to not waste the seal. Although it's pretty well assured that he, I mean, what did it say, 90? 90.
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
Just one extra resistance. Okay, whatever. It's also pretty likely. Well, actually, I guess it wouldn't matter if I had to reset. At least in theory, because
I passed! I passed!
if these are set in stone, then it wouldn't be a trouble to just go back and do them again. Now look at that. I don't care about wasting advanced seals anymore. But as expected, it wasn't a waste this time around.
All that hard work's paid off.
Now for you. Ah. Administered. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Let's, oh, that's interesting. Oh, Lindhart would do it, huh? But why is it only those three? Meh. Sword and black magic. Black magic is kind of useful, I guess, for her. Sword and axe. He'd get good with sword. Don't really care about Axe, but we do want Axe for him. Huh. Lance and white magic, Everybody who's good with a bow is good with them. Is that the same thing as earlier? Yeah, it is. It just depends on who the administrator is. One of these was kind of intriguing. Lance and flag. Was it this one? Why does it have to be those two, though? I think it's this one. Sword and black magic. Yeah, let's go with that.
Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research.
Wow. Ragnarok. We'll get instructions done and then call it. But we can make it go pretty quick.
No problem. Let's put it to the test. Nothing to get excited about.
Let's see, bow and riding. Bow needs to be A. I think she's pretty good at that. Bow needs to be A. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh. Hanneman. Well, at least it's fast. Yeah, teach him white magic. Actually.
Always more.
A strange moveset. Seems like the master class maybe is intended to not necessarily be all that necessary, because it only increased their resistance by 1 for a lot of them. So maybe it's just kind of parallel, like you get an extra, it's good, but not really that super special awesome.
So, I was right. You're too kind. Now I'm feeling a bit shy.
B+.
Looks like I'm getting it. I'm always improving.
Two more. Does that one make sense?
I can't believe I got it wrong. I still have a ways to go.
Blizzard.
Now to keep polishing my skills.
Basic ice magic. This thing is basic ice magic.
Professor,
Maybe it's good to focus on one thing, but I can't do it since I love the axe in hand and equally focus on the axe, excel as a warrior. Okay, whatever. Nothing. Is it raining? It just suddenly started coming down,
We did it!
I think.
I have much expertise now.
Seems my practice is paid off.
Might want to rest someday. Oh yeah, we already got her leveled up, so I guess we could still get her horse at level A. It might get her something. Well, maybe not. Anyway, I'll update the goals off camera, I guess. Oh, there's a support.
I was under the impression you were going to break all of your paintbrushes.
Cut it out, Lindhart.
I'm just glad you're back to painting. I felt terrible about what happened last time, you know. Guess I
You know,
should have
5
kept
years
my
ago.
opinions about your painting to myself.
Maybe you should have.
So what do you suppose is the name for this kind of situation?
What situation? Am I in your way again? I must be. Okay, let me pack my things and I'll be off.
Ugh, no, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about when two people are together, but not together. When they're basically by themselves.
I'm not sure what you mean. I'm always alone.
Oh, alone? Well, there it is then. I suppose you could say we're alone together. We're each here alone, yet together. So we're alone together. What do you think?
Alone together. Oh, wait, I get it. That's just a nice way of saying you want to be alone, right? Alone. If that's what you mean, I'll go.
Please, Bernadetta, you shouldn't go. Being alone together means accomplishing more. We each have the concentration one gets from time alone, but also the thrill of being with someone else. I find it to be an exhilarating environment. Have you felt that as well?
Huh? Me? I'd rather be alone, but when I'm painting, and I know you can see, I worry about what you might point out about it. Is that the thrill you mean? Because I feel that.
Here's what I wish to point out about your painting. You've really improved. Your lines are bolder, your color choice is more informed, and your composition as a whole...
Did you actually just praise me, Linhardt? What's next? A rain of flying pigs?
I was just saying what I think. Look, you probably have talent, and you work hard, too.
Oh no, I'm on to you now. You're scheming, but you won't get anywhere by flattering me. Try all you want to get your hooks into my heart, you won't fool me!
I'm not sure how praising you means I'm trying to get my hooks into your heart.
I have a heart of stone. No one will ever get to it.
What a shame. I suppose I'll stop praising you then.
You will? No, I didn't mean it that way. You can praise me as much as you want.
I don't understand you one whit. However, if you want praise, then praise you will get. You're cute.
Don't say stuff like that!